You can also hit us up on our WhatsApp line 071 671 8857 071 671 8857. Drop us a voice note. Sobz uzaziphendulela ke. He is in studio. This is not a robot. It's him himself. Good morning, my brother. Kunjani?
Hey, that's a true man. How
Yes,
you doing?
I'm easy. Always doing what we do best. With the best. And you know, today is no different. It's been a great journey for you. Your music always comes at the right time. I don't know necessarily what your process is in your mind, but I know your timing is always related to something that you're going through.
Sure.
Ne?
Sure.
Yeah. So this project, what's been happening? What was the basis, Yale project?
We first dropped the first album in 2020, which is Vela London.
Yeah.
And then we dropped it during a difficult time, though. Even though you're saying I've got good timing with music.
That was the perfect time because
we couldn't be
with the people.
Yeah. Well, that was the only difference. With Vela London, it was a prayer for better days.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but now with this one, it's one somewhere which is spiritual light, which I translate to ithemba elingaphakathi.
Sure.
Ithemba yabona is something that is not tangible, something that people cannot see and say, oh, nali ithemba.
Awuyiboni nasemntwini.
Awuyiboni. It's someone. It is that thing that lights within your heart.
Yes, sir.
That keeps on pushing you. I know bakuzaba grand eventually noba nini na.
Sure.
Yeah, but so the album, it's all about that.
Yeah.
Giving people elatem.
What was the process of putting the album together? Who have you worked with, and how did it generally just start falling in place? Because I know these things, they start off with high energy, then there's that, then there's that ish. Am I happy with this? Am I happy with this?
With this one, everything has been a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, because I've been getting people abonabanthumelela umculo like say, listen here, man. Khawumamele elate. Yeah, well. So I had to I got one of the people, or most people have got through that process of getting music from a band. Like for instance, when unthumelele bela khawumamele apho phone ubani no ngumisi from where Port St John's.
Sure.
Hook me up nalomlana for silent.
Makusetyenzwe angayeki
sisebenze nabantu ngelo hlobo.
Oh, nice.
Misi Themba E, Yolanda, about female artists.
Yeah.
Dope music.
Yeah.
Dope music.
And these are people who are writers as well.
Yeah, I get all of them. All of them. And what they appreciate about me most, Bona, is that even if I get a beat from Hasty or whoever, Mr. Pev,
sure.
Just check what you can do on it.
Sure.
I man, give me a concept. When you come up with a concept, then I'm gonna write it. Yeah. So just to give them that freedom.
Oh, lovely, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. And
obviously, with Hasty, Lobster, songs. For some of the people that I've worked with on the first one.
Yeah. And I mean, you've worked on some of their material as well in the past. So you guys always work together when it's time. When it's time. Yeah. And shout out to Mtanzane as well.
Obviously.
You know, I think that connection, it must always have a flavor. It must always have a flavor, which is why those kind of collabos are so important, not just for your own projects, but people must never forget that for us to develop a sound, for instance, we always said we need a sound in the Eastern Cape. Like
that
we need,
defines us.
Yeah, that thing is going to start by us finding out what's the sound of my neighborhood. Before you take it out there, and then see how we can push that. Yeah, well. And I think the closest we have to that is what's happening with that movement inside and everybody who's from there. I'm identifying certain things that but there's a sound that's developing.
We're preaching that gap of not working together as artists.
Sure.
We've been preaching it for a long time.
Sure.
Except as we need this unity and whatnot.
Yeah.
But now we are born by it's coming along together.
So what excites you the most about this project, Mfethu?
Like where it comes from, kakhulu,
Yeah,
because I've been dreaming a lot.
Sure.
Yeah, but
sure.
even most songs, yeah, but endis fumanayo apa, zingoma endis phupayo fumanisa kuba le ngoma, no, it's not that ndiphupha this year, but
iyabuya ngoku.
iyabuya man. Then can I perform somewhere man le ngoma? Ngiyakhumbula but I can't recall where.
Ikhona le gig le ingazichaziyo.
Yeah. And then the next thing that excites me most is that the launch will be a Guild Theatre.
Yes.
Where it all started.
We're going there. This is the exciting part about this, is that Upper Mont, we've got a couple of big stages. When you want to put on a classic boxing event, you take it to Orient Theatre.
Oh yes.
It's a Kaini pa. If not a Indo.
That's the hub of boxing.
Yeah, well, if you want to put together a stage production with your music and live performance, there's only one other stage. That's the Guild Theatre. That's where legends are made. And a handful of people, when they get ready to take the world on nyan, that's when you hear about them starting to talk about the Guild.
Yeah.
That place is not a joke.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. It's actually an internationally recognized theater that has put on some of the biggest productions that are not just from the Eastern Cape, but people who understand what kind of support they have in the Eastern Cape. They bring it to the Guild.
Oh, yes. Man.
So for one of our own to be standing there, doing his thing, how did that come about, and what makes you what can we look forward to about what's going to happen at the Guild?
First of all, it's Guild Theatre. Yeah, so you have to underline that
it's gonna be dramatic.
Yeah. We're gonna be creating a lifetime experience for our people.
This is exciting.
Yeah, but we're gonna give them value for money.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
we're gonna give them value for money. And then Guild, I know it for one thing. If you're not prepared, is a bonus. But
no, you'll see flames. You'll see flames there.
You're not ready for.
If you've never been on, and this is for anybody out there. If you've never been backstage, looking out to the crowd, with everybody running around with comms, that behind the scenes. That's happening there. I think that's where you start to get an understanding of how big a stage production Yase Guild Theatre is, and how important it is to step on that stage knowing your story.
Yeah.
Pof, there's a spotlight that follows you from the time you get on till you get off stage. So you are the center of everything, pa.
Exactly.
Center.
Because if focus up,
yes.
Everyone, even if there was someone or some people that were not even paying attention, but once that spotlight hits on you,
and it's got a sound when they turn around.
Yeah,
and then everyone's like, yo. So tell us the details about the event, the dates, the tickets as well, because I think if we want to support our own, we need to have all the right information and be there in our numbers.
Yeah. The date is on the 26th of April. Tickets are available as we speak. Pako Ayaz upper Southernwood.
A black race.
Yeah. Akona yafumanega paya. 160 helipad, and then at the door it's 180.
Pero ndiyanazi ke monti ne-helipads ezingekhoyo. Umuntu uncamela la 180 azixelela yo thina ne-helipads ndiyazi even from those big December events anziwabiza ngawo amagama.
Sure.
They make it so easy, like early bird, guys. Early bird, $100.
Sure.
At the gate, $250. I said, you write it $250.
Sure. And then you want to come up with the disadvantage of not getting that early bird.
Is that they might be sold out?
Yes. Guild Theatre, your owner takes only a certain number.
Yeah,
which is 478.
We're not talking about an open air,
with an open space like
it's seated.
Yeah.
There's no vula booth there.
That's why we say book your seat. right now.
Not ticket, your seat.
Your seat.
Because you have seat numbers, food.
So.
And 478. I mean, if you minus True Sense and the 4 people he's going to be coming with, so already, if mhlawumbe bungakathengisi 1, sesiba 5, you know, she get 473.
Yeah. And as we speak, about 120 is gone.
It's not gonna be funny. Yeah. It's not gonna be funny, guys.
No, it's nice.
And the support for a change. Can we just sell out beforehand so that we know that that part of things is taken care of, and we're gonna all be there as a full house celebrating and enjoying the dramatic and very musical and very dreamy performance by Sobz.
The bars on the streets.
Word is out. Yeah, shout out to Sobz and all that. Hey, man.
Miller time, man.
Yeah.
Where's Steve? Guerrilla Act. Yeah.
Everybody's putting in that work.
Yeah, that's the team that's working with Sobz.
Sure.
To actually make the event a dream come true.
Amen.
And we know that by end of March, we will not be talking the tickets.
Why do I sense there's going to be a live band somewhere in this?
Yes. You can never go to Guild Theatre and not have a band.
Yeah, you can't go to the Guild Theatre with beats.
Especially when you are Sobz.
you can't. Even if you've got 1,000 beats.
Yeah.
We've got people who play guitars. We've got people who play drums. We've got people who play trumpets. We've got dancers. We've got everything. Choreographers.
Yeah.
You know? Shout out.
And another thing, there will be an 1 hour open mic set.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but for you to be able to partake on that, you gotta be at the venue.
Sure.
Yeah, reason why we do that.
And don't call Sobz, but save me a slot.
Please.
No.
You gotta be at the venue.
And inside the venue, not at.
Inside the venue.
Inside.
Yeah,
if you know what that means.
Book yourself a seat.
Yeah.
And then be prepared.
And
take part.
Yeah. And that's the interactive part of the whole production as well.
The reason why we're having that is because we wanna grow with some people.
Yes.
Don't wanna be growing alone.
Sure.
Yeah, that's another strategy of scouting.
Yeah.
Abanye bantu that we can work with in the near future.
And providing a big enough stage.
Yeah.
That is not child's play, that place. You know, we were always taught, especially coming from a classical music background myself, and then starting to do more active performing and you know, a hip hop artist funeka stage.
Sure.
But if you get killed, you can like it's not a pub, that place. It's not
after the first song you need a bottle of water, you're checking by yourself.
You're checking by by the time you clear stage left, corner la chorus is because hey,
you know by
hey,
Amans.
Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. And what are some of the things that continue to inspire the music that you make? And I mean, not just music, Mogo. Obviously, you've superseded just the music. You are thinking stage production. You're thinking you're putting on a show as well. What are some of the things that drive that kind of thinking and push you in that whatever direction?
I think firstly, it's about the people that I'm working with. The team is key for any artist. People out there, if you're an artist, you gotta note that. You need to have a team, because I believe for an artist, you need to focus on writing music, recording music, and rehearsing music.
Like seriously.
Yeah. You can't be chuckling around trying to do this nalia. But mostly, why Guild Theatre and why am I thinking that space?
Yeah.
We need to be big where we at, because I've realized that people want to be big when they get to la point over now we performing, now you are a national artist, Now you are being booked. Now you are under this.
And now all of a sudden, now you are big.
Record label. And yeah, you gotta be big where you at. And big kwako, you gotta create it by your own self.
I think in agreeing with you, you've actually gotta outgrow your city. Like this place must be too small for the kind of. But in order to do that, everybody here needs to be with right there, you know,
so that when you go out there and the world hits you, you got a place to.
You got home.
You ensure that it's a comfortable one.
Hey, cause that follow that is
too much.
And yeah, and the other thing is when you climb that ladder alone, so as police is when you come back down.
Hence we're having that 1 hour open mic set. Because we want to grow with people.
Opening up the platform and giving and also it's called lifting as you climb. And that kind of thing doesn't just happen. It's a conscious effort, and it's intended also to give people, maybe some of the people who'll be at the open mic portion for that hour are not ready equipped with the kind of team yet that can put on the kind of production that you're putting. So that's a big stage for them. And a great platform. Some of whom have not seen a crowd that big all in one place looking at them.
Sure.
Yeah, well,
sure.
So these are important experiences where they'll use those as a reference at some point.
Sure.
Hey, and when I got a taste for that, I realized I can do it. I've got my way that I'd like to do.
Yeah. And the fact that when you're not an organizer, but you need to have people that have been there. And fortunately for me, I'm working with them, like Miller Time, Sobz. They have been organizing events on that space
for ages.
They've been on that space.
Yes,
so
sir.
Now it makes the job much easier for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the entire team as well, man. Man. You guys, even setting up this interview, it was seamless because there's organized, there's organized chaos.
Yeah, boy.
Tell us about the song.
The song. Back in the days, I think it was 2 years ago when I was dropping over London.
Yes, sir.
And then I had this interview with Yakim. And Yakim was like, Sobz, hey, why, man? Oh, hardcore. And when I was asking, what do you mean? If one day you got 15 songs on your album, not even a love song, bruh.
Utune gangsterism means.
And he put it exactly that way. But hey, you gangster, man, you're too much gangster. But it was not the reason why I wrote the song. Anyway.
No, of course. Shout out to Yakim, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the movement.
New love, you know. Yeah, and then the woman I'm currently with. Boy, and then she.
Something happens, ne?
Yeah.
Something happens.
Yeah. That's why when you're listening to the song, you'll hear that every bar, or let me just say, someone close to Sobz will know that every bar hits home.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. She made me feel a certain way, man. And I'm loving it.
That's awesome
I'm in a
stuff.
Good space currently. And that's why Uzauva Isbane Somoya secular level Sikuyo.
Sure.
Because she had a way of putting me in a good space.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt that it's Valentine's Day where you get to say all of this about the song as well.
Yeah.
And Izenzegele.
Those people who don't believe in Valentine's because they would believe in love 365 days or 366 days. Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same as a hair appointment for the ladies. It's not that they don't look good without it.
Yeah.
But every now and then, maybe call Alamin. Shout out to you, man. Let's get the song and we'll come back and chat about it in a little bit. This is Sobz with Nobuhle featuring South Palo. Shout out to that.
We are extraterrestrial. We are KNR. And now, South African music at its best on KNR.
On the 26th of April 2023, live at the Guild Theatre. This and many more songs live happening right there in East London's home of entertainment, of course, the biggest stage we have. It's 14 minutes now before 11 o'clock. Sobz featuring South Palo, the song called Noboshe. Beautiful music, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah. We need that. We need
Too
that.
much.
We need that.
It's actually hasty.
Yeah.
On the production.
Yeah.
And on the hooks as well.
You can never logo. you never even have to doubt that for 1 second. Oh, Hasty and Damazi likes to change his sound every now and then.
Too much. Hasty
Hasty's
long
king.
away
He's king everything that one.
time.
He's king everything that one.
Go. You know what actually happened with this song?
Sure.
When I got there, and then it was playing me, we upcoming project.
You sure?
Okay. Some stuff, and then it was like, dip, and then no, I haven't even laced verses.
You're like, no, wait.
Say, okay, Achong, Sapa Limfed. I had something planned for it.
Sure.
He hooks were already there. Hasty was gonna do something on his own.
China, this is Peggy. As mean
This fits exactly what I have in mind.
Man. Oh man.
Because of our working relationship, he never had any problems.
Well, look, shout out to the people that have been consistent. One of those people being Hasty, another being Lutos, and that, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot. I don't even want to start throwing around names because omnyozo dictating and cause or ladies and gents, but in all, what we are listening to and what we are witnessing is this evolution of the Eastern Cape artistic behavior, man. The music's always been there, but there's suddenly a lot of collaborations, guys, a lot of interweaving, interworking. I don't know why we waited.
But I'm a caller. They always say God's timing
is not ours, but it's meant for us.
Yeah. We can plan as much as we like. Even his soul rest in peace. So we plan that after this album we're gonna be doing an EP, like 6 tracks, a collaborative. And unfortunately,
rest in peace, rest in peace, Kate Distance. D-Raw, but the people we've planned things with, but in that nature and that spirit of always being occupied with trying to also balance. You get caught up sometimes, and then bad news comes, and you're like, last week, oh man, but gone but not forgotten.
Never
gone but not forgotten. And shout out to their families and everybody keeping their names alive as well. Don't ever forget as well that they also live through their music. Every now and then, just brush off the disc for the an hour, man.
It was last week. We were cruising around in Outiam, and then we're playing. Hey, and then we're laughing at that. Hey, Messi, where we know we areas abantu when you're not doing good. But at the same time, when you're doing good, how ironic is that?
with the same name and the same energy. Yeah, man. Sobz, all the best. All the best, because you deserve it. I think this is a good time for Sobz to reconnect with his people live, face to face.
Yeah, man.
COVID almost robbed us of that. But you as a soldier, you did what you have to do. To make sure that you can still connect with them. This time around, you'll be able to jump off the stage, shake hands, take pictures, important things.
They get hugs that we couldn't
get. Every hug possible. Every hug. You, because wow. How can
those hugs?
And I think when you speak of hugs, I remember when they were like, no, when we greet, must use elbows. And I was like, how's that gonna work? Like, can't bully, sir.
And remember,
current guys. No. Was a 26th.
Yes.
And Pofke the next day is a public holiday, guys. So
yeah.
So you can have a great time on the night, and then you know that you can speak about what you experienced for the whole day.
It's a pre-celebration of Freedom Day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And freedom in many ways.
Yeah, boy.
Freedom this year comes in the form of us being able to interact. Most of last year we were still wearing masks.
Yeah.
Look, in some instances, some people still are, and I understand depending on the profession. To go into a shop, you needed to adhere to certain rules.
Yeah.
You had to sanitize everywhere. And then those were good behaviors that taught us about surfaces and keeping hands clean and all of that. But it was restrictive to the point where it changed how we see each other.
ulapho ubuzova khona ba kuthiwa and awujonga wena ufumanisa oh in fact and your frontline service provider
and yiyo tu
to be backline in life
jonga if dikhona kwa kwi-line
hlala endlini
wena just stay home
hlala endlini enjoy coffee
yeah
whatever
akhona ke namajoni ke futhi azomane nicheckishe
not that important
you are definitely you are far from the from e-type esidingayo a big shout out to the frontline workers, as Sobz mentioned, the nurses, the doctors, the police, the soldiers, everybody was taking care of us. Shop owners, hey, you guys kept us alive. Because there's other people who took care of us. I'll just say shout out to you, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
My man. Yeah, without us finding a way to work together, I don't think we were going to survive this thing emotionally as well. So as a people who love to celebrate as well, why don't we use that new normal to also limit izinto which are unnecessary and expand on the things that are still celebratory but maybe in a different fashion. Let's go to concerts.
Yeah.
Let's go to botanical gardens.
Yeah.
Let's go to art galleries.
Yeah.
Let's just go out there, guys. Go hiking. Go see something new. If you've never been there, tell yourself this weekend that's where you're going.
Yeah, boy.
And I'm not talking about a club. Yes, restaurants, all of but why don't you go see something you haven't seen?
Explore.
The new normal has told us that even that can get taken away from us again, and then we have to wait and wait and wait. While you still have the opportunity, go see something new.
Until somebody decides otherwise.
Yeah.
According to ngathi ungakwazi decide when, but okay, this is what I wake up and I want to do this. You have to wait for true sense to say, okay,
to address nonke food my fellow dondons,
fellow South Africans, fellow South Africans now.
Yeah, man. And while you're out there exploring, shout out to Piwe Amanda Gatsiba. Piwe says Molweni. Piwe. My P1 is coming in at 12 to 3. She does our invasion, and she's always super supportive, especially of these kind of conversations. We love the home team, man.
Yeah, man.
We love the home team. We love the home team. Sobz, best of luck to you. See you at the Guild.
Oh, yeah.
See you at the Guild.
Oh, yes.
We'll be there 26th, and we'll be doing this 26th of April, guys. Save the date. Don't make the mistake. But if you think the 26th of April is far away, almost half the tickets are already sold. Yeah, that's the reality.
In fact, tomorrow, shout out to those that are getting paid on the 15th. I'm delivering about 56 tickets.
Sure.
Ebandwini.
Oh, no, 15 back.
Oh yeah, Zindwana said, ayikho lo lelo anikumbi bafowethu. Bayakumba obviously kwizinto unnecessary. Because remember ababantu are the people that are being taught about fruitless and wasteful
expenditure. Sure.
It's not that bayakumba.
No sigcwele ngani, guys. Nambe ndlala shame. Yo nizintwana zami. Namfiva. Ngithanda nonke emakhaya. Shout out to you, Sobz, man. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you for having me. Man.
Easy.
And now, South African music at its best. On KNR.